basketball, it's literally no, I upped it to 3 cameras, but I control the one, and then there's one at each goal. So it's like nowhere near as all reality nowhere near as many moving parts. And I have someone else who does the play-by-play. Banana duck heads? I don't know. $10 no, and then ships for $6 no.
Have you ever watched the banana ball baseball?
Oh, the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I guess I'll say YouTube videos, just like reels and stuff like that. I know they're coming to Norfolk.
They are this summer.
I would love to go, but
no. They already announced the.
What?
I guess the way that the tickets work, I thought it was like a lottery system.
It is.
It is unless your name is Perry and you're probably on the inside and
No, I
knew somebody.
literally, I didn't get up on the
Did they
inside.
already like open up the lottery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my wife and I both put our names in, and her name was drawn.
How long ago is this? I really need to start checking my email.
Oh man, that was
I know you only have
a couple
certain.
months ago. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it
no
might have been before
way.
Christmas.
It might have been.
Because I feel like I remember hearing about it because my niece put in.
Right.
One of my nieces that could care zero craps about sports
Right,
put her
right.
name in. Like,
I put my name in, like filled out the thing for the lottery thing, but that was like after Christmas.
okay, then maybe it was. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I.
Starting lineup. 33. Alvarez. Alvarez. Let's spell it right. 8. Center field. Zero. Ryan Klesko. Hey, you haven't seen anything about starting early, have you? My guess is no, because Walker said we're going to do senior day stuff 15 minutes before,
Right.
and it's already past 30, so... This must be an extra.
Right. Yes.
Position is 9, that's right field. 8 is Dozier, I'm assuming. All their outfield play hitting 1, 2, 3. I feel like that's a first this season
I guess interfield.
for anyone, for any team, like even them. Like, I think this is the first time he's had the same lineup.
Yeah.
I didn't have to change my builder lineup,
Yeah.
except the pitcher.
Right.
I was like, what?
Imagine that.
Man's had the same lineup twice. Who am I on? Dozier, so I'm on 25. Fernandez. He's playing 4, which is second. 5 is Gonzalez. Gonzalez? Oh, no. The coach just wrote horrible. Sometimes it does make more sense to just let common sense take over. 16.
Should we just go ahead and put bets in on how many times the pitcher's going to change this game?
Hopefully not many. Because I want this game to go fast.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Is this their last
this
home
is
game?
their last home game, yeah.
So is that? Do you travel with them to do this? You just do it for home.
Just home games.
So you're done after this.
Done after this.
And then what sports next?
Football.
Football. And when does that season start?
In 135 days.
Wow, you got to
December
count it down.
2nd. I open football schedule to get the date of when the game is, and it had a countdown.
Do they use that field that is like you can see it from the highway?
That's where we play football.
It looked like they had taken those bleachers down, or like I don't know. Last time I drove by it, it just looked different. Like they were like clearing it out.
I think they took all the like signage on the fencing down. I know they took that down. I did not pay attention to bleachers the last time I rolled by there. Who is Derek?
and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound, where we will honor the senior class of 2024. Now, fans, please welcome to the field our lone senior, Riggs Ellis.
Yeah, Riggs. Let's go.
Oh, he brought his dog.
Riggs has been a member of the Buddha baseball program for 4 seasons, hitting a career average of .300. He has 21 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, and 87 RBI over the course of his career. Riggs has earned USCAA All-Academic status 2 times and was named an honorable mention All-American in 2023. Riggs is joined on the field by his parents, Anita and Tommy, his girlfriend Haley, and his dog Goose. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating our senior from New Kent, Virginia, number 15, Riggs Ellis.
The dog's like, oh.
Look at that. Look at that. Goose sit right down.
It's a beautiful thing.
What you messing up in there, man?
He wants the music up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. I didn't know if you saw over.
That volume thing instead of the knobby boy. I don't know the music of it. I'm like, I don't know how to hand gesture. We're having problems. I mean,
Just like-
I could have given him the middle finger, but I don't know if he'd have got it.
And fans, the
That's why I read it here. I was like, wait, I need my phone.
promote good sportsmanship from student athletes,
Just send him a
coaches,
quick
and
text.
spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions
Oh, my
directed
guess
at
is they
officials,
didn't.
student athletes, coaches, or team
So
representatives
during
will not be
basketball
tolerated
season,
and are grounds
because
for
they
removal
would sell
from the
wings,
site
so
of
they had
competition.
tubs.
We thank you
So
for
they
your
would literally drop the
cooperation.
chicken tenders into the tub and just toss them in it. I'm like, I need a fork to eat chicken tenders. That's gonna sound dumb.
You don't need.
However,
You can just get a little sloppy. But I don't know
I
if you
don't
want
want
to
to
be
get
touching
that
your stuff.
sloppy.
I don't know if you want to be touching all your expensive stuff with buffalo chicken tender fingers. That dog is,
I don't know why they need to have much
the
of a
dog
meeting.
is loose.
Yeah. You don't run away. There's one game I saw a black lab running across behind the fence, behind the outfield fence. I'm like, is that Goose?
Oh wow.
And then I look down third base. I'm like, oh no,
That
Goose
dog
is still
was
over there.
wild. You wouldn't see the open field. It was just
All right, welcome in everybody to this beautiful day. It is Senior Day here at War Memorial Stadium. We had one senior honored here before the game today, and we'll talk about that a little later today. But it is Riggs Ellis. Go ahead and get that out of the way early. Let's go ahead and look at batting order first. So we'll look at VPCC's batting order. The Builders are taking on Virginia Peninsula. Builders are 34-7 so far in the season. So, Virginia Peninsula Gators, they'll start off with Alvarez batting first, playing center. Clemish batting second and playing right field. Dozier batting third, playing left. Fernandez is cleanup, playing second. Gonzalez is doing the catching and batting fifth. Walker is the DH, batting sixth. Bracey batting third, not third, he's playing third and batting seventh. Man, I'm already tongue-tied. Byram is batting eighth, playing short. And Harrison is playing first and batting ninth. Adkins will be doing the pitching. The Builders line it up out in the field like this. You got Heath, Yeary, and Winslow from left to right. Riggs Ellis, our lone senior, playing third. Cam Weston playing short. Edwards at second. Phoebus at first. Caleb Russell doing the catching. And Dawson Adams doing the pitching. There's Dawson. Dawson's coming in. Let's see. There he is. Dawson's got a 7.48 ERA. On the season, he's 2-0 in the win-loss record. He's got 11 appearances. Started twice, so this is his third start of the season. He's pitched 21 2/3 innings, and opponents are batting .308 against him. So we're getting ready to get going here. As you can see, looking out there, they've finally finished all of the scoreboard out there in left field. It's up and ready to go. Well, it's kind of ready to go. It's up, at least, right? First pitch is in there, first strike. Strike two. So 1-2 is the count. That pitch is hit into left field. Picked up by Heath. Alvarez will get himself a leadoff single. That'll bring up Neo Clemish. The right fielder. First pitch he sees is a strike. So Dawson doing a good job getting that first pitch strike in there. That's the one down below. I think I need that shot just a little wider. Yeah. So 2-1 is the count. 3-1. So 3-1 to Dozier, or Clemish, I'm sorry. That pitch is fouled off, out of play. To run the count full at 3-2. Builders looking to finish the season off strong. Again, fouled out of play. That pitch, Nolan went to cover on the steal. So that ball would have been hit right to Nolan had he stayed put. However, it's a second back-to-back singles for the Gators. He squares the bunt. He drops it down. And it's bunted perfectly. He does not beat the throw, though, but the runners move up. Perfect sacrifice bunt there by Dozier. So that'll bring up the cleanup batter, number 25, Fernandez, the second baseman. First pitch he sees is a strike. One and one. 2-1. Ball's hit hard out of play towards the clubhouse for the Builders. Counts even at 2-2. Ooh. Just missed. Counts now full at 3-2. Swung through that one, strike three. Here's the first out of the inning for the Builders. We'll bring up the catcher, number 5, Caleb Gonzalez. Outside, snap throw to second, and it was going into left field thanks to good save by Cam there. The 1-0 pitch. It's in there for strike. Evens up the count, 1-1. Swung through that one. Strike two. Pitch was a little high, ball 2, counts even. Two-two pitch. Foul back to the screen. So we'll do it again. Outside, 3-2, counts full once again. Builders have having a very successful season out on the field. Like I said, 34-7. That's ties the most wins since 2007 that I can see. Pitch is ripped into left field. 1 run is in. The second one comes around. It will score. So Virginia Peninsula gets 2 runs on that 1-out single to left field. We'll bring up Brendan Walker, the DH, number 16. That pitch is in for strike 1. Little high ball. So on top of it being senior day, the Athletic Club and Apprentice Alumni Association's doing kind of some tailgating over there. So there's a few more fans out here at the ballpark than normal. The 2-1 pitch coming. Pitch popped high. Shallow right field. Nolan's over there towards the line, makes the catch. And I apparently missed an out somewhere because I didn't see the other out. So the Virginia Peninsula gets 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the bottom of the first inning here on the Builders Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. We're getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning. The Builders coming up to the plate. Here's their batting order for this game. Nate Erie's going to lead it off, followed by Cam Weston batting second. Jeremy Harmon batting third, doing the DHing today. It is only 1 game, so we will play 9. Just talked about Jeremy Harmon. Nolan Edwards playing second, batting fourth. Caleb Russell's batting 5th. Matt Phoebus batting 6th. Braden Heath batting 7th. Jet Winslow batting 8th. And then our lone senior Riggs Ellis will be rounding out the bottom of the lineup batting 9th. Out in the field, the Gators going to line it up like this. Dozier's in left, Alvarez in center, Clemish in right. Bracey's at third, Byram at short, Hernandez at second, Harrison at first, Gonzalez is doing the catching, and Adkins doing the pitching. So Adkins will be bringing it today for the Gators in this final game of the season for the Builders. Nate Erie stands in. Nate Erie grounds out at his first at-bat. So I'll bring up Cam Weston. Cam hits that ball high into the right field. In comes the right fielder, and he makes the play. So quickly, the Builders have 2 outs in their inning. They'll bring up the DH, Jeremy Harmon. Harmon's batting .417 on the season. That first pitch is in there for a strike. So he's batting .417. He has 3 home runs, 38 RBIs. Inside ball 1. Swung through that pitch for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Ball 2 evens the count. Jeremy fouls that ball out of play. Two pitch again. And he rings them up looking. So the Builders, unfortunately, go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll be back for the top of the second here at War Memorial Stadium on the Builders Sports YouTube channel in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back. We're here for top of the second inning. The Gators still hold a 2-0 lead on the Builders. Leading off for the Gators is the number 7 hitter, Bracy, followed by Byram and Harrison. So they'll have 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate. Builders and Gators are very common opponent. That ball's hit hard back up the middle. Erie will let it get to him, and he'll throw it back in. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Byram. First pitch to Byram's in there for a strike. So the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Blocked by Russell. I guess Russell thought he got by him, but he did a good job keeping that ball in front of him. That pitch must have been high, because everything else looked there. Counts even, 2-2. Runner goes, struck him out, and it got there on one hop. The runner is safe. But Byram struck out looking for the first out here in the bottom of the top of the second inning. Man, all tongue-tied already, and it's only the second inning. So Harrison, the first baseman, stands in, the right-handed hitter. First pitch he sees is a strike. Outside. Pitch pretty much lined to right. Jet made the catch. The runner tagged, and he's safe at third on that sac fly. That'll take us to the top of the lineup with Jaden Alvarez. This is the 7th meeting this season between the Builders and the Gators. Builders have won all 7. There's been a little drama in a couple of them with some late inning heroics on the Builders' part. Count is 1-1 to the center fielder. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1-2. Pitch is low for ball 2. And that ball's popped to center. Yuri's there for the catch for the third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning here at War Memorial Stadium in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Welcome back, War Memorial Stadium. We're getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Builders are going to bring up Nolan Edwards. And then Caleb Russell. And then Matt Phoebus. Builders went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. That's never a good sign. They got to wake the bats up, get them going in this game here. Nolan's a good guy to get that going. Nolan's batting .440 on the season. So let's see what he can get going here for the Builders. First pitch he sees is in there for a strike. Nolan's batting .440, like I said. That's not the tight shot I wanted. That was first base. Nolan's batting .440. He's hit 4 home runs. What was the other thing? Had 2 triples. He's worked himself a 2-1 count. So the 2-1 pitch to Nolan. He's inside, ball 3. Their last outing, the Builders scored 2 runs in the top of the first inning against Paul DeCamp on Tuesday. They did that with no hits. That's in there for a strike. Run to count full at 3-2. Nate Erie leaded off that inning and reached on an error. And then there's hit batter, and then a few walks for them to get their 4 runs. That ball's driven to right center. Right fielder's back there and makes the grab. Bring up Caleb Russell. He's batting .362 on the season. Caleb's got 3 home runs, 26 RBIs total on the year. Builders not a big power team, but they have had a couple games where they've put up some big home run numbers. And Caleb has done a couple of those. That one was hit high to left field. So that's now 2 down. I'll bring up Matt Phoebus, number 8. He's in a 3-way tie for the lead in homers on the team with 4. And he's batting .372 with 33 RBIs on the season. So pitch grounded foul towards the Builder dugout. Grounded to the shortstop. Scoops it up. Picks it up. Fires across the diamond for the third out of the inning. Second inning in a row. The Builders go 1, 2, 3. We'll be back for the top of the third inning here at War Memorial Stadium in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. Getting ready for the top of the third inning here. Dawson on the mound. He's thrown 43 pitches through 2 innings. He's given up 2 runs, struck out 2, allowed 4 hits so far. Builders. So the right fielder leads it off, Neo Clemish. Neo singled to right in his first at-bat. That pitch is fouled back to the screen. That pitch is fouled out of play, down the first base line, over the first base dugout. So Neo's quickly down 0-2. Outside ball 1. Neo grounds that one to Cam. Cam fires. He beats that out for an infield hit. That'll bring up Dozier. He had a sac bunt in his first at bat. And that one's blooped over Nolan's head into center, left center, right center. Jet went to pick it up. Dropped it. So that'll bring up Fernandez, the second baseman. He struck out his first at bat. That pitch is fouled up and out of play. Over my head. Builders. The guy throwing in the bullpen, that's Carter Hayes. Kind of saw that coming with the number of pitches that Dawson has thrown so far. Second pitch is in for a strike. So the count's 0-2 on Fernandez. With a runner on first and second. Dawson sets, Pitt fires. Ball's fouled up and out of play again. We've been enjoying some really nice weather here in the Hampton Roads area the last few days. You know, it was upper 70s, almost 80s this weekend. Same, swung through that for strike 3 for the first out. And then we get to baseball day, and the high for today was 59. So, you know, 5 o'clock start, 59 degrees. It's probably dropped below that now. We love this warm weather baseball that we play here in Hampton. So Gonzalez is up. Gonzalez singled to left his first at bat. That ball's hit to right field. It's going to be out of the reach of Jet. It's going to bounce and roll to the wall. 1 run will score. 2, he holds up the second guy at third. So the Gators add to their lead. And that'll bring up Brendan Walker, the DH. He flew out to the second baseman his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1 today. First pitch he saw was a ball. He swung through the second pitch. So the count is even at 1-1. That one skips in there. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-1 is the count. That ball is kind of weakly blooped to left. Braden with a great sliding catch. Fires it in, but the run scores anyway. So that'll bring up Bracey, Isaiah Bracey. First pitch he sees is a ball. That one's in there for a strike. Runner on second. 2 out. 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Bracey's 1 for 1 today. He singled to center in his first at bat. Two and 1. 3-1. That one was high and in, so he'll get a free base. The runner will advance on the wild pitch.
The shortstop, number 3, Derek Byram.
That'll bring up Derek Byram, the shortstop. Byram struck out looking his first at bat. Throw over to first. Runner's back safely. Runner goes. He got him. Nolan forgot there was already 2 outs. So after he tagged the runner, he went ahead and threw it anyway. But that'll do it for the top of the third. It's 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 1 man left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium in just a moment here on the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the third inning. The Builders are trailing 4-0. The Builders got to start getting some hits. They've gone 1, 2, 3 in the first 2 innings. So through 2 innings, Atkins has faced the minimum. So Builders are bringing the 7, 8, 9 batters to the plate. Braden Heath, Jet Winslow, Riggs Ellis. First pitch to Braden. He hits a mile into the air, but it'll get out of play. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Builders need to start getting some runs or getting some hits, stringing them together. The 0-2 pitch. Braden kind of reaches and just fouls that one off. So he'll see another 0-2 pitch. That pitch is grounded to the third baseman, scoops it up, fires across the diamond, but throws it away. Braden takes off for second as the ball bounces into right field, and he makes it safely on the air. It's not a hit, but it's just as effective. Gets a runner on base for the Builders. For Jet Winslow, the right fielder. Find my stat sheet. Jet is batting .333 on the season. 1 home run, 19 RBIs. Pitch is high. Ball 1. Ball's hit hard to short. It's just over the leaping shortstop. Braden will hold it at third, and Jet's on with a single to left. That'll bring up Riggs Ellis. Again, our lone senior for today's game. Riggs has had a pretty good season. I mean, it's not as good as the rest of the team. I mean, he's batting almost 300 anyway. He's batting .292, 39 RBIs total this season. In the first pitch he sees, he fouls off. First strike 1. So Riggs has a career average of 300, so he's pretty much at his career average. He's had 21 doubles over his time as a Builder, 3 triples, 2 homers, and drove in 87 total in his career. He's been a USCAA All-Academic status twice. That pitch gets away. Braden gets in to score, and Jet moves up to second. So Riggs has been All-Academic honors twice and was named as an honorable mention All-American in 2023. So last season he was an honorable mention All-American. As he hits that one off towards the handle of the bat, high in the left field, and it's caught by the left field, or the shortstop, actually. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup, and Nate Erie. So, Nate grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. That pitch was way outside. 4-1. Jet on second. Jet has good speed. Nate looks at a strike. And the second pitch of his at-bat. Counts even at 1-1. Outside. The 2-1 pitch driven into right field. It's going deep. It's gone. Nate Yeary hits his first home run of the season. Let's go, boy. As Nate gets himself a 2-run home run to cut the lead to 1. The Builders, with one swing of the bat, go from 3 runs down to 1 run down. Nate Yeary. So Nate, who was batting .438 on the season, did just get his first home run and drove in his 23rd and 24th RBI on the season. So that'll bring up Cam Weston to the plate. Bring Cam Weston up. Cam flew out to the right fielder in his first at-bat. Cam's batting .407 with 4 home runs. As that one goes off the end of his bat, and it's blooped into right field for a base hit. It'll bring up Jeremy Harmon, the DH. So Jeremy digs in. He's ready to go. Outside, ball 1. The Builders have speed on their team. Cam's quick. Nate's quick. Jet. They've got a lot of speed, so you got to be aware of that on the bases as well when you're playing them. Count is even, 1-1 to Jeremy Harmon. High, ball 2. Two and 1 is the count. The Gator head coach did kind of go out there and just kind of remind Adkins he's got this, shake it off right after the home run. Jeremy's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Kind of look for his pitch here. He's called a balk on the pitcher. So Cam gets to move up to second. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Take your base, Mr. Harmon. Looking forward to next baseball season and seeing what we get to do with that brand new LED scoreboard that the Peninsula Pilots put up. They play here at War Memorial Stadium. It's kind of their home stadium. We just borrow it for a few months. Looking forward to using that, though, next season. So that brings Nolan Edwards to the plate. The first pitch he sees is a strike. He did not agree. He did not like that call. He said, no, sir. Nolan's looking at a 0-1 pitch. Second pitch was a ball to even the count up at 1-1. Got a whole lot of ones. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. here in the bottom of the third inning. And that pitch was in on Nolan's hands as he fouls that towards the first base dugout. The lights are on at the stadium. The 1-2. Fouled away. Out of play. And it bounced in the parking lot, bounced on the street, and lands in the ditch across the street. Atkins getting his sign for this 1-2 pitch. And it's weakly grounded back up the middle. Shortstop gets it, fires the first for the second out. That'll bring up Caleb Russell. He flew out to left field his first at bat. However, the runners do get to move up. So Caleb Russell steps in. Pitch is grounded to third, scooped up, missed the tag, fires to first for the third out of the inning. That'll do it for the Builders half of the third inning. They score 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, 2 men left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium here for more Builder Baseball here on the home of Builder Sports and the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
USC provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium, top of the 4th inning. Builders go with a pitching change. You got Carter Hayes coming in for the Builders. Carter has a .487 ERA, a 2-1 record, and 7 appearances and 4 starts. He's thrown 1 complete game. He's thrown 20 and a third innings. Opponents are hitting .240 against him. He's given up 2 home runs on the season. In essence, that will also close the book on Dawson's day. Dawson threw 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, allowed 4 runs, all of which were earned, walked 1 and struck out 3. So for the Builders now, and for the Gators, Byram will be up again. He was at the plate when the runner got caught stealing. First pitch he saw. I missed it, not going to lie to you guys. Was a ball. And that one was driven to right field, caught by the right fielder. So that's one out. I'll bring up Blake Harrison to the plate, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today with a sac fly to right field. First pitch he sees, he fouls back to the screen. Dawson kicks and fires. That pitch is inside, ball one. Count is even. Like I said, with this being senior day and the alumni event, and that pitch is hit high in the air. Shallow, just outside the infield dirt. Nolan, I think Nolan's already made that exact catch today. I'm pretty sure that exact play has already been made by Nolan. So that'll take us to the top of the lineup. Jaden Alvarez. He's 1 for 2 today. Single, scored a run in the first inning and flew out to center. Like I said, with it being Alumni Day and the Alumni Association and the Athletic Club Senior Day, I've seen Dr. McCain, the director of the apprentice school, down there on the third base side, which also means I saw her husband, Howard McCain, who does the play-by-play for football and basketball. So if you've watched those sports, you've heard his voice, not mine. Two ones a count. To Mr. Alvarez, the center fielder. It's now 3-1. He swung through that one for strike three. Builders got him a quick 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth inning here at War Memorial Stadium on the Builder Sports YouTube channel in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back, War Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the fourth inning. VPCC Gators holding on to a one-run lead. The Builders brought 8 to the plate last inning. The only batter not to come to the plate last inning was Matt Phoebus, and he'll lead off this inning. So the Builders have 6, 7, 8 due up. Phoebus, Heath, Winslow. First 3 batters due up for the Builders here in the bottom of this inning. Kick the pitch, high, ball one. Phoebus drills that ball to the left. It's going to one-hop the wall. He's going to round first and head for second, and he'll be in standing up as he leads off the fourth inning with his 7th double of the season. Bring up Braden Heath. He reached on an error last inning and then scored the first builder run. I think Matt Phoebus just wanted in on that hit parade that was last inning. He said, y'all didn't let me bat, so I'm going to get mine now. Grounded to third. Saying that he was not tagged. From my vantage point, I mean, I am a Builder fan. I am employed by the apprentice school. From my vantage point, it looked like he was tagged. However, you also got to think, my vantage point, I wouldn't know if he was tagged or not, to be honest, because I can't see that. But the runner moved up to second. No, I'm sorry, that was a lie. He doubled. Never mind. That'll bring Jet Winslow to the plate. Jet singled to left his last at-bat. First pitch he sees is a strike. So the count is 0-1 on Mr. Winslow. And that ball's popped to right field. Very shallow. Second baseman says, I got it. He does. And Matt Phoebus will scamper back to second base. I'll bring up the third baseman, Riggs Ellis. Riggs stands in. He flew out to the shortstop in his last at-bat. First pitch he sees, he drives to left. And that ball's going to bounce once and hit the fence as Phoebus scores and to tie the game. And Riggs gets a 2-out double. Take us back to the top of the lineup, and Nate Yeary. I'm just throwing my pencil also. Nate Yeary grounded out, and it hit a blast to right field in his last at-bat. So he's 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. He squares the bunt, drops it just foul. Nate, with, like I've mentioned multiple times, with very good speed, has beat out many infield hits that he probably should have been out on. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Even the count at 1-1. Swung through that one for strike 2. And he knew it as soon as he swung that would have been ball 2. Outside. Count is even. The ball got away from the catcher. It didn't really get far from the catcher. So Riggs with a good vantage point knew not to go, but it took the catcher a minute to get there at the same time. So it almost seemed like Riggs could have gone. 2-2 is the count to Nate Yeary, the Builder center fielder, who's batting .438, and he'll beat that out. He would have beat that out either way. That ball was softly hit to short, and that's an infield hit for Mr. Yeary. I'll bring up Cam. He's 1 for 2 today. Singled to, popped out to right field and singled to right field. So he's hit the ball to right. Atkins gets his sign, looks in, the pitch. Nate goes, and there is no throw. Trying to see what the Builders were doing if it was a double steal. There was no throw, but Nate is at second. Nate is still perfect on the season in stolen bases. That is 33 for 33 for Mr. Yeary. The kick, the pitch, grounded weakly to short. And they get him at first for the third out of the inning. But the Builders tie the game with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 3 hits, 2 men left on base. We'll be back for the 5th inning here at War Memorial Stadium on the home for Builder Sports, the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back in War Memorial Stadium, top of the 5th inning. The Gator lead has evaporated. Score is tied 4-4. And leading off this inning is the right fielder, number 0, Clemish, for the Gators, and he hits that ball to Riggs. He scoops it up, fires across the diamond for the out. I'll bring up the left fielder. That's our lineup. Israel Dozier. Israel Dozier is 1 for 1 on the day. He singled his last at-bat, scoring a run, and he had a sac bunt in the first inning to push the 2 runners across. First pitch he sees is a ball. Pitch is popped high towards right, but that's going to land in between the brick wall and the clubhouse area. For strike one. As I've mentioned before, it is senior day, which means the Builders have no more home games this season. Today actually wraps up their season, their regular season. What a catch by Braden. That's two good catches by Braden Heath out there in left field. That'll bring up Fernandez, the second baseman. Marco Fernandez is 0 for 2 in this game. This one he pops high out of play. He struck out in both of his at-bats so far. He's down 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is popped high and out of play again. It bounced. Oddly enough, I did not see it bounce. So maybe it hit right at the fence of the stadium. The 0-2 pitch. He sends down the third base line. Coach Jones dodges it. So Carter getting ready to deliver his 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball one. Swung through that 0-2 or 1-2 pitch for strike three for the third out of the inning. The Gators again go 1-2-3 in the top of the fifth. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium here on the Builder Sports YouTube channel in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the fifth inning. The Builders getting ready to come up. Jeremy Harmon, Nolan Edwards, Caleb Russell are the three batters due up. The last two games the Builders played have been against Paul D. Camp Community College. They won both of those. Last week on Tuesday, I believe it was Tuesday, it was the 17th, they played here at War Memorial Stadium. Won 11-8. The Builders had a huge bottom of the fifth inning. So the last time they were here at home, had a big old bottom of the fifth. Harmon skied that one way high for his first, with the first pitch he saw. In that inning, the Builders brought 15 batters to the plate, scored 10 runs. Had a note. Let me find it real quick. They scored 10 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, 1 left. Those 9 hits, none of those were home runs. 1 triple, 4 doubles, 4 singles. So almost small ballish, right? Is how they got those 10 runs. Nolan Edwards to the plate. First pitch he saw was a ball after Harmon popped up to the catcher. Second pitch is a ball. Third pitch is in there for strike. So 2-1 is the count to Nolan. The Builders cleanup hitter. And he pops that one to center field. And the catch is made. So now I'll bring up Caleb Russell, the catcher. Caleb's 0 for 2 today. Popped to the left fielder and grounded out to the third baseman. Talking with Caleb and Nolan and a couple other guys down on the field before the game. Talking about Nolan's pine cone. First pitch, Caleb seizes the ball. Nolan was threatening teammates with offers if they touched his pine cone. Caleb said, I'm going to go over anyway. I don't believe Caleb's going over, personally. See fouls that pitch straight back. And I stuck my left hand out to make the catch. One pitch. High, ball 2. That pitch is hit hard to left field. There we go. Base hit. Caleb Russell. Told you he wasn't going over. As Caleb gets a 2-out single to left field. Another reason I kind of feel like Caleb wasn't going to go over. Hey, Caleb. He wasn't going to go over. He's on a now 13-game hitting streak. Is Caleb Russell. As Matt Phoebus comes to the plate. He doubled his last at-bat, so he's 1 for 2 today. First pitch he sees is a strike. Caleb is now on a 13 game. Nolan's on an 8 game. Oh, that's a lie. Nolan's still on a 7 game. He's got to get a hit first. Here's action in both bullpens. That pitch bounced up there for a ball. Number 4 in the Gator bullpen, which is Brandon Drury. And number 18 in the Builder bullpen, Justin Bradshaw. He's just getting out there and starting to warm up his arm. So he's probably just in case there's trouble in the top of the 6th. Or getting ready for the 7th, maybe. The 2-2 pitch coming. Phoebus goes. The ball, that pitch was a ball. So Phoebus makes it in safely. Not Phoebus. Phoebus is still at the plate with a full count. Caleb made it in safely. That's his first stolen base of the season. Is that for Caleb Russell? He's 1 for 1. Catcher with speed. That's what you like to see. So the 3-2 pitch to Matt Phoebus is coming. Foul tip that one into the catcher's mitt. So the Builders get no runs. 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. We'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Carter Hayes on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. As we go into the the top of the 6th inning. Carter's thrown 2 innings, giving up no runs, struck out 2. I don't think he's given up a hit either, to be honest. Next commercial break, I'm going to have to go back and finish scoring. Actually, through 2 innings, Carter's faced the minimum, technically. He's faced 6 batters, so they've gone 1, 2, 3 in both innings that Carter has worked. So, no changes to the Builders' defense outside. From the starting lineup outside of Carter Hayes coming into pitch. First pitch he throws is a ball here in the top of the 6th inning. Second pitch is outside for ball 2. Three and 0. As Caleb goes out to talk to Russell for just a moment. The 3-0 pitch, strike 1. Outside, strike 2. Gonzalez did not agree with that call. I kind of don't blame him. And that pitch is popped high into right field. Jet getting under it, makes the catch. That'll bring up the DH. Walker. Brendan Walker, the DH. So he hits that ball to Nolan at second. And Nolan will throw it to first. So that's 2 down now in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Isaiah Bray. Is it Isaiah? I don't feel like it's Isaiah. It is Isaiah. Isaiah Bracey. He's 1 for 1. He singled to center and walked in his last at bat. First pitch. First pitch he saw was a strike. Second pitch is a ball. Count is even. And that pitch caught the umpire on the forearm. So we will step aside while the trainer takes a look at the ump, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
All right, umpire is good to go. Took that pitch straight to his forearm, I think. Somewhere on his forearm. It wasn't like a glancing blow either because it kind of ricocheted off. Two-one pitch. Low ball three. Ball four. So Bracey's the first runner to reach base against against Carter. And that'll bring up number 3, Byram, the shortstop. Derek hits that ball hard up the middle. He gets by Cam. So that brings up the first baseman, Blake Harrison. Blake's 0 for 2 today. He's had a sac fly to right and popped out to the second baseman. He bats here with 2 outs. And runners on first and second. The first pitch is a ball. Weekly grounded to third. Riggs scoops, fires, and he gets him at first for the third out of the inning. So the Gators get no runs on one hit, no errors. 2 men are left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium on the home for Builder Baseball, the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
All right, welcome back. War Memorial Stadium, Builders half of the 6th inning coming up. Coming to the plate is Braden Heath. Jet Winslow, Riggs Ellis, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Braden's 0 for 2 today. He reached on an error and grounded out to the first baseman. Grant Adkins through 5 innings. He's given up 3 earned runs, struck out 2, walked 1, and thrown 71 pitches for the Gators. First pitch he throws to Braden is high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Braden hit sharply to short. He gets it, fires to first for the first out. So that'll bring up Mr. Jet Winslow, the right fielder, number 5. He's 1 for 2 today. He singled and scored a run and then popped out to the second baseman. So I mentioned this is the 7th meeting between these two teams. Jet pops that ball to center field. He's under it and makes the catch. That'll bring up Riggs Ellis. He doubled his last at-bat. So he's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. So the first game that the Gators and the Builders played, that's a ball, played this season, was all the way back on February 9th. The Builders won that game 7-6 and in order to win that game, they had to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Like I said, late inning heroics for the Builders. That was the first game of a doubleheader on that Friday. The second game of the doubleheader, the Builders put up 6 quick runs in the bottom of the first inning to go on to win that game 9-3. Riggs has worked himself a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch coming to Riggs. Inside, ball 4. Riggs will take his base. Oops. There's our lone senior Riggs Ellis to bring Nate Erie to the plate. The Saturday doubleheader, the Builders lost the first game in 9 innings, 11 to 13. And then came back to win game 2 in 5 innings, 10-0. So here's a meeting at the mound. So the first 4 games they went 3 and the Builders went 3-1. The next 2 they won 12-2 in 5 innings, another 5-inning win. And 7-0 in the game 2 of that March 1st doubleheader. So they played every month of the baseball season. They played in February, they played in March, and now they played in April. The Builders won't see the Gators in May at all. The Builders will play in the month of May, though. Nate Erie coming up. He's 1 for 2. I'm sorry, he's 2 for 3 today. 2 RBIs on that 2-run blast to right field in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He bats here with Riggs on base as he drives that ball out of play. Want to give a little shout out to my coworkers. I see my 3 office mates down there. Nate Erie took off. The catcher bobbled it. No chance to get him. If you're going to bobble it on the handoff between your glove and your hand. Our boss, Bruce White's over there. Jessica Walker, Natasha Diaz, and Brad Osmer. A little bit of congratulations are in order to Jess and Antoine. They're getting married tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Proud of you two. Nate Erie fouls that pitch off. 0-2. To the Builder center fielder. The 0-2 coming. Nope, no one on first. Wrong button. Adkins gets his sign for this 0-2 pitch to Erie. And he fouls that one off. Inside, ball 1. Atkins deals, and it's grounded towards the first base dugout. Foul. Still 1-2's the count to Nate Erie. Runner on second is is Riggs Ellis. Outside, ball 2. Count is even. Okay, I have no clue what just happened. I am not going to lie. But the second base umpire just called Nate Yeary out. So, after 6, the game is all tied, 4-4. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the top of the 7th inning after this.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
All right, welcome back. I went next door to try to get some clarification to see if they understood what had just happened, and they didn't either. So I don't know if he didn't get in the batter's box fast enough. So in essence, they called like a pitch clock kind of thing. Gave him his third strike that way, or what just happened. But either way, it's the top of the 7th inning. And the top of the lineup is up. Alvarez pops that ball high into the air. It's going to get it out of play. To even up the count at 1-1. Alvarez hits that one into right center field for a leadoff single. It'll bring up the right fielder, Neo Clemish. Neo's 2 for 3 today. He's singled to. Oh, it's Austin Smith. Pitch hitting, not for Dozier, for Clemish. Runner back safely at first. Pitches a ball to Mr. Smith. He squared the bunt. That pitch was way outside. He pulled it back. Ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Strike. Right in there. So Austin Smith is looking at a 2-1 count from Carter Hayes. Here it is, 2-2. Oops, I hit the button one too many times. Pitch is popped into foul territory down the right field line. So we'll reset and do that 2-2 pitch again. Runner goes, and he's in safe. Oh, no, he came off the bag. So he ended up coming off the bag and got him out. That's why you can't slide past the bag. Count is full, 3-2. The newly minted 1 out on the inning. Ball 4. So Austin will take his base. He'll take that free pass. And I got a feeling that'll be it. And that'll be it for Carter. Carter's night is done. We'll have a new pitcher for the Builders. I'll introduce him when we get back. We'll be right back here on the Builder Sports YouTube channel with the new pitcher in just a moment.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
All right, welcome back, War Memorial Stadium. Hampton, Virginia. We got a new pitcher for the Builders, Justin Bradshaw, number 18. Bradshaw, he's got a 3.09 ERA, 3.09. I don't want anyone to think it's 309. That'd be god-awful. So, 3.09 ERA, 2-1 record, 12 appearances, no starts. He has 2 saves. He's pitched 23 1/3 innings. Opponents are hitting .236 against him. So as he comes in here in the top of the 6th, Hayes. Carter pitched 3 1/3. gave up 2 hits, walked 2, and struck out 2. He is responsible for the runner at first that reached on a walk. So Bradshaw's in. He's facing number 8, Dozier. Isaiah Dozier. He's 1 for 2 today. I'm sorry, this is Israel Dozier. Israel Dozier's 1 for 2. Popped out to left. And here he grounded to the shortstop.
Second baseman, number 25, Marco Fernandez.
So he grounded out to the shortstop. And Smith advanced to second. Yeary just missed that. As Austin comes in to score to give the lead back.
The catcher, number 5, Caleb Gonzalez.
We'll bring up Caleb Gonzalez, number 5, the catcher. That pitch is in for a strike. Pitch was hit high to center field. Nate Yeary's under it, makes a catch. They score 1 run on 2 hits. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors. 1 man left on base. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th inning here at War Memorial Stadium for more Builder Baseball on the home of the Builder Sports, the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium for the bottom of the 7th inning. Brandon Drury, the new pitcher. For the Gators, Austin Smith stayed in to play right after pinch hitting in the top of the 7th inning. So Atkins' day is done. And another defensive change is we got number 24 coming in to catch for the Gators. So Atkins' day is done. He threw 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned, walked 2, struck out 2. And the Builders have come in Cam Weston, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Cam Jeremy Harmon and Nolan Edwards coming to the plate here in this bottom of the 7th inning. And the first pitch, Cam sees as a ball. And the second one, he fouls straight back to the screen. Counts now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is just foul down the right field line. It was just out of the reach of the first baseman and landed maybe a foot foul. The 2-2 pitch was driven into center field. So Cam's on with a line drive single to center. Through 7 innings, the Builders have gotten the leadoff man on 3 times while the Gators have done it 7. Or I'm not sorry, not 7, 4 times. As Jeremy Harmon comes to the plate, the Builders are hitting .333 with a runner on base. They're 4 for 12. The Gators are 3 for 8. With runners in scoring, with runners on, they're 6 for 15. That pitch hit Jeremy. So Jeremy will go to first. And Nolan Edwards, the cleanup hitter, will come up to the plate with a runner on first and second, nobody out. With runners on and less than 2 outs, Builders haven't had a hit. They also haven't had an at-bat, apparently, which makes no sense. Yeah, Winslow singled. I feel like that's not being calculated correctly. First pitch seen by Nolan is a strike because the Builders have had the opportunity. Nolan lays down the bunt. And he's out at first. So I'll bring up Caleb Russell to the plate. Caleb's 1 for 3 today. Singled to left in his last at-bat. That pitch is way outside for ball 1. Pitch is fouled away. Very much out of play. Tip that one for strike 2. Runners on third and second and third. 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Caleb hits to right field. However, it's right at the right fielder. He catches it. Cam tags. He's down and in safely to tie the game at 5. Builders playing small ball a little bit. Sack bunt by Nolan Edwards to remove the runners from second to second and third. And then Caleb sacrifice fly to right field, scores Cam. As that ball's fouled straight back. Hit just under the roof of the press box. Could almost say they're getting closer. The 0-1 pitch. Inside. 1-1. Builders looking to take the lead. Again, and that's a strike. The 1-2 pitch coming. Ball. So that evens the count. 2-2 to the Nuke Test apprentice. Nuke Test technician apprentice, Matt Phoebus. And that one bounces in for ball 3. Runs the count full. 3-2, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Builders trying to take the lead. And Matt Phoebus grounds that ball foul down the third base line. Great scoop by former apprentice Builder shortstop, now third base coach, Chris Scarola. Ball 4. Matt will take his base. Matt draws himself a walk. Brings up Braden Heath. Braden's 0 for 3 today. He reached on an error, grounded out to the first baseman, and grounded out to the shortstop. Builders have runners on first and third with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Score tied 5-5. That's in there first. So, again, the infield umpire called a balk. Runners advance. Scoring the go-ahead run. There is no count. Pitch did not count. Braden swings through that one for strike 1. That's a 1-1 count. Outside, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch coming to Braden. Braden swings through that one to even the count up at 2-2. The Builders batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Outside. 3-2. Count is full. Phoebus can get himself a head start on this pitch with 2 outs. Count is full. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That'll do it. The Builders finish up the bottom of the 7th, get 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base. We'll be right back to War Memorial Stadium on the home for Builder Sports, the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Welcome back. Brandon Walker, the DH. Number 18 leading off the inning. He fouls that pitch back to the screen. Number 44 is throwing in the Gators bullpen. Walker is 0 for today. He's 0 for 2, but he has an RBI with his sac fly to left field. Speaking of left field, he hits that ball to left, and it lands just fair. He rounds first, heads for second, as Braden Heath gets there and throws it in. But Walker has himself a leadoff double. That'll bring up Isaiah Bracey, the third baseman. Bracey's 1 for 1 in this game. He singled to center, walked twice. So that ball is hit towards right. It's going to bounce and land foul. As Jet couldn't quite get there to make the catch. So while Bracey only has 1 hit, he's reached base in all 3 of his plate appearances. Outside. Count is even at 1-1. That ball's grounded to Riggs. Riggs makes a great diving snag, but he beats the throw, does Bracey. So he'll reach on an infield hit. So that'll bring up the shortstop, Derek Byram, as Coach Jones comes out to the mound. To talk to the infield. Bradshaw fired to second. That pitch was a strike. So Byram's at the plate. He's got an 0-1 count. He turned to bunt. Count is even at 1-1. Outside, 2-1. As Byram squares the bunt, trying to get a sacrifice to move the runners over. He bunts that pretty hard. Phoebus scoops, turns to first for the out. So in essence, an effective sacrifice. That'll bring up Blake Harrison, the first baseman. He's 0 for 3 today. That first pitch is a strike. He's got a sac fly to right, pop to the shortstop or second baseman, and ground it out to the third baseman. Outside. Caleb did a good job of keeping that in front of him, not letting the runners advance. Outside. 2-1 is the count. The Builders have Ryan Watson thrown in the bullpen right now. There's a strike. That pitch is fouled off, out of play. That ball's grounded to short. Oh, and Cam boots it, flips it to third to get the runner at third. One run does score. To tie the game. However, they get the lead runner at third. And that'll take us to the top of the lineup with the center fielder, Mr. Alvarez. Jaden's 2 for 4 today. First pitch he saw there was a strike. Second pitch was a strike, and I really don't think he's agreeing with these. And that's foul. Hit right at Riggs' family. One hopped over the brick wall. Outside, ball 1. Riggs was joined this evening on the field, outside, ball 2 by his. Hold on, I'm going to do that again. Count is full, 3-2. So Riggs, there's Riggs, the lone senior. He was joined by his family on the field before the game. Pickoff play was not in time. I'm going to try to switch to a camera I didn't have. It's the one I have on Riggs. His parents, Anita and Tommy, were out there with him, as well as his girlfriend, Haley, and our favorite pooch here at the park, his lab, Goose. That ball's hit to center. Yuri's under it, makes the catch. The Gators do a little bit of damage. They tie it back up, score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the bottom of the 8th inning in just a moment here on the Builder Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
All right, we got a new pitcher for VPCC, Caden Hunley. So Brandon Drury pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, allowed 2 runs, both of which were earned, walked 1 and struck out 1 in his 1 inning of work here at War Memorial Stadium tonight. Caden comes in to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let me update that on the screen there. Where he's going to face Jet Winslow, Riggs Ellis, and then Nate Erie. It's definitely been a weird game. Jet Winslow will lead things off for the Builders this inning. Jet is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled to left and scored, then popped out to the second baseman and the center fielder in his other 2 at-bats. First pitch he sees is a ball. Jet grounds that to the third baseman. He scoops it up, fires to first. And he's out. So that'll bring up Riggs Ellis, number 15. Riggs is 1 for 2 with an RBI in this game. And he hits that ball to the shortstop, slides, scoops, and Riggs beats out that infield hit. Great hustle by Riggs. That'll bring up Nate Yeary. Grounded to the shortstop, but it went off his leg. It went right under his glove and off his leg. So that'll bring up Cam Weston. So that's an error on the shortstop on that play. Cam Weston's up. Cam's 2 for 4 today. Singled to center. Singled to right. And he scored a run. The first pitch he saw was a strike. Builders ready to make some noise. Outside on Cam. This shot, you can see that beautiful new LED scoreboard out there in left field. It's going to look amazing next year with the line score, and who knows what all we'll do with it. And then Cam rips that ball to left field. It drops. Riggs is held at third. Nate's at second, and Cam's on at first with a single to left. So that'll bring up the DH, Jeremy Harmon. The grass looks pretty. Infield here always looks good, right? Turf field in the infield. As Jeremy Harmon looks at strike one. You can see Nate at second in the back of that shot there. And that pitch bounces in. Ball one. Count is even. Bases are loaded. One out. The 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Jeremy Harmon's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. He's walked once and been hit by a pitch. Almost hit him again. That pitch was way inside. Three ones coming to Jeremy, and he grounds that ball to third. They come home for one and get Riggs at home on the easy force out. Bases are still loaded for the cleanup hitter, Nolan Edwards. Nolan is 0 for. He's 0 for 3 today. Builders in desperate need of a hit. Definitely one of the guys you want at the plate. He's one of our top 4 hitters on the team. Batting .440 coming into the game. And I don't mean top 4 just because he bats in the 4th position. Not saying that because he bats clean up. Evens up the count at 1-1. Bases loaded there. Ready to roll. ready to go on contact, that's for sure. The pitch, and that's fouled out of play. Oh, 1-2 now to Nolan. Builders need a base hit. Swung on and missed as Nolan strikes out. We're going to the 9th inning, tied up 6-6. We'll be right back after this.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back in. War Memorial Stadium, top of the 9th inning. Bradshaw back on the bump. Bradshaw back on the bump for another inning of work. He's thrown 1 2/3 innings, given up 1 run, walked 1. Nope, walked none. Sorry, I'm misreading my screen over there. Due up for the Gators is the 2-3-4 hitter, so we're going to have Austin Smith, Dozier, and Fernandez coming due up for the Gators. Austin walked and scored in his last and first at-bat of the game when he pinch hit back in the 7th inning. There's Bradshaw. Good look at the pitcher. Kind of submarine sidearm guy. Definitely different look for these batters. They don't see a whole lot of that. It's a good view of it. That pitch is a ball. Grounded to third. Riggs tried to get it on the short hop. Probably would have been a tough play with the speed of Smith. So I'll bring up Israel Dozier, the left fielder. Dozier's 1 for 3. With a sac bunt, a single to right, pop to the left fielder, and then the first pitch he sees in this at-bat is a strike. They went to pick off Smith at first. And they called him out. Not sure why. The builder, I think Erie, actually, I have no clue who the last batter or the last builder was to touch it. He did drop it. I think they're going to say Smith knocked it out of his hands. Yep. That was the exact motion the umpire made, saying that Smith swiped down with his hand as the builders, as Riggs caught that last one to tag him out on a 1-3-6, 3-4-6-5. Either way, that's the first out of the inning. So the count is 0-1 to Dozier. Third pitch of the at-bat is called a strike. 1-2 is the count. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Top of the ninth, 1 out. 2-2 is the count. Bradshaw pitching to Dozier. And that pitch is hit to the first baseman. And Matt Phoebus did a great job of keeping it in front of him. He flipped it up to Bradshaw, got the second out. That'll bring up Marco Fernandez, the second baseman. Marco's 1 for 4 in this game. He's got an RBI and struck out 3 times. What? Yep, he struck out his first 3 at-bats. Twice swinging, once looking. And that's strike 1 to Marco. Marco fouls that pitch off out of play for strike 2. Low ball 1. Looking ahead for the Builders. We'll look ahead real quick for this pitch. Maybe not. Swung through that and missed. Strike 3. Unconventional 1-2-3 inning. Look ahead for the Builders. The Builders due up. Bottom of the ninth is Russell Phoebus Heath. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the Builders half of the ninth inning in just a moment here on the Builders Sports YouTube channel.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the ninth coming up. The Builders have had a flair for the dramatic this season, actually. They've won multiple games in the bottom of the 7th, 9th, whatever. But we do have a new pitcher. Also for VPCC, the Gators bring in number 55. Wilson Eastep. And it looks like he's another sidearm, kind of submarine, maybe kind of style pitcher. definitely doesn't have your traditional over the top. So Caden threw 1 inning, the last pitcher for Virginia Peninsula. He threw 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, no runs. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 1. He threw 25 total pitches as well. No, he threw 16 pitches. I'm sorry. I looked at Drury. Drury threw 25 pitches. So like I said, going into the break, the Builders bring up catcher Russell, Caleb Russell, Matt Phoebus, Braden Heath. The 5, 6, 7 batters in their order. Trying to get their 35th win of the season. If they get it, it'll be in dramatic walk-off of some sort kind of fashion. First pitch to Caleb is a ball. Builders season does not end today. They do have the conference tournament coming up, and then hopefully a bid to the USCAA Small College World Series. So there is more baseball in the Builders' future. Count is even at 1-1. And that pitch is foul back to the screen. Matt getting a workout, retrieving these foul balls. Pitch was in to Caleb. Got him on the hands, and he gets a leadoff single. So that'll bring up Matt Phoebus. Phoebus is 1 for 3 today, struck out once. Doubled in the 4th inning and scored a run. And he bunts the ball. Caleb gets there safely, and Matt gets there safely. As the throw was high, and honestly, the first baseman just seemed to float in the air. He just seemed to stay up there for a minute. So that'll bring up Braden Heath, the left fielder. He's 0 for 4 today with 1 strikeout. Fouls that ball back to the screen for strike 1. He reached on an error and scored a run. So Braden's up, runners on first and second. As that pitch is popped out of play. Lands on the kids' playground over there by the first base dugout. Pitch is grounded right back to the pitcher. Scoops it up, throws to third, gets the out. So that'll bring up the right fielder, number 5, Jet Winslow. And on deck is Riggs Ellis. I feel like with it being senior night, nothing against Jet. Jet's a great guy, great ball player. Just love to see Riggs get one more at bat and possibly drive in the winning run. And that ball's drilled to right field. I'm sorry, left field. And it's over the head. Riggs will not bat, but the Builders will win on this walk-off double by Jet. So, Jet Winslow ends the game with a double to left field. Scores Matt Phoebus from second, and the Builders win 7-6. It's a great game we had here tonight by the Builders. The Builders win their 35th game of the season. That's 35 wins, guys. That is a lot of wins. They are 35-7. I am looking for... So, 7-6, Builders win. The Builders scored 7 runs on 12 hits, committed no errors. The Virginia Peninsula Community College Gators scored 6 runs on 13 hits, but committed 3 errors. Honestly, that's the difference in this ball game, is those 3 errors right there. Right? So, that'll do it for this season of Builder Baseball. The Builders have had an amazing season, regular season. They've tied, actually they didn't tie, they finished 35-7. Farthest I could look back was 2007. They had 34 wins. So we had one more win than the most that I could see. The Builders now turn their attention to tournament play. They've got the NSAC Conference Tournament coming up next week, May 1st through May 5th. Honestly, I don't think it depends on how they do there. I believe the Builders will be at the USCAA Small College World Series on May 12th through the 16th up in Du Bois, Pennsylvania. So they have a lot of baseball left in them. Can they finish it off? We shall see. Thank you for tuning in this season. We appreciate everything you guys do for us here with the Builder Baseball, Builder Sports in general. In 135 days on September 1st, we turn our attention to football, where the Builders will start their season on September 7th with their home opener against Virginia Southern at 1 p.m. at the Apprentice Athletics Center. So, for our school director, Dr. McCain, our athletic director, Jeff Enot, I'm David Davenport. Have a great summer, and we can't wait to see you guys in September.